So it's like 2 a.m. in the morning. I be up going through the bushes and just be up chilling. And as I'm going through the bushes, I really tried, y'all. I really tried. Now, a year ago, in last June, 2020 of June, I had my little say about Hassan, and I want to be correct. I had a problem with him, and not even a problem. I just dislike the way he downgrade Latinos and African American single mother, because my mother was one. Every mother don't agree with what their kids do out on the street. There is mothers that do not uphold their kids when they're out in the street doing things. So I don't like that. That was my agreement. What a couple of videos I did on him. I still don't fuck with Hassan. Period. He's a dictator. He's confused. He's mental. He's a gimmick. He's a hypocrite. He's a bigot. And Hassan, you are the dirty sector of YouTube. You made and created the dirty sector of YouTube. Everybody in YouTube at one point came together to jump on your hypocritic ass. And of course, as black people, we all started arguing and condemning each other. Because you bring that hate. So you keep saying you don't want to put yourself with the dirty sector of YouTube, or you don't want to be known as the dirty sector of YouTube. Well, here's a wake-up call, Mr. Dictator. You created and made the dirty sector of YouTube, because everybody, or majority of everybody in the dirty sector of YouTube, do not fucks with you. You are the top dog standing at the top of the dirty sector of YouTube. And that's not in a good way. You went on Charleston White's. He didn't come down to your sector. You went up to his sector. You went over to Clubhouse. They didn't come over to your sector. You went to their sector. So you can pinpoint yourself, and you can, first impression is the last impression. You made the dirty sector of YouTube. You are the dirty sector of YouTube, Hassan Campbell's. And you was the worst person in the dirty sector of YouTube. You downgraded yourself. Now you're getting worse and worse. And if y'all can't see what I can see, and if no one's going to tell y'all, then I will. You, Mr. Hassan, is living in a fantasy world. Y'all can't, he has a mental problem. And none of us are certified to deal with a person like him with a mental problem. This is a game to Hassan. He did this, I did this, and did this. He did a lot of things, but shows no proof of it. And what time do you have things to do this in? This is crazy. And when you just sit back and listen, it's kind of funny. And it's funny to me now, Mr. Hassan, because you are living in a fantasy world, and most of these guys up here is Thought Hassan. No, he wants y'all to say that. He wants you to call him Thought Hassan. He wants you to say because that's going to keep him going. He have no shame in his game that he been sleep with men. He have no shame in his game to tell another man to swallow his ejaculation when he gets ready to come. He have no business. He has no pride. Like his theme is holding an axe up. He holds an axe up now, if I'm pronouncing it right, and then sit up there and talk about how he wants to help the youth put down the guns. But he holds a weapon up right before he comes. And y'all men that's out there that's doing the movement, or whoever's Jamal Hassan, he's living in a fantasy world. He wants y'all to say, Thought Hassan, you've been raped, you love Bam Bam. He wants that. That keeps his promotion and what he's promoting going. We walk out our door in the hood and see the same shit Hassan said. I'm going to leave this with you, Mr. Hassan. First of all, you downgraded, period, when you keep saying a dirty sector of YouTube. Horrible thing to say about a sector that has most African American people in it, and you African American, whatever the hell you consider your goddamn self. But there's big people on YouTube, Hassan, bigger people, African American men, OGs, in bigger sectors. If expand your mind and go around and look, that's bigger than you, that's kicking the real truth, that was in the hood, that do have bodies. You were stuck in the sector you created, and you named it the dirty sector. So Hassan Campbell, you are the dirty sector. And everybody in your dirty sector do not fucks with you. That's why you're trying to disconnect yourself from what you created, but you can't. Because words are very powerful. Words are like a sword, and your words are cutting hard. Now your homeboy, Gotti done got put in his place. I don't care what he said. I don't know, I'm in the bullshit. You done said something, Gotti, that got your ass a check you couldn't cash. So I'm not going to do it again. I'm sorry. And guess what? That guy was right. Because I'm tired of people up here fucking with people's children. Because I was one that got my kids doxxed, and I'm tired of it. Everybody days come to an end. Salutations.